Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time, we were sent back in... rather, forward into the future by Alexius, who sent us forward a year, and everything's fucked.
We could take them by
I screwed up. I was supposed to surprise everyone. Ah!
May Andraste have mercy on your souls. No one else will.
So... that's 4 or 5. So Alexius sent us about a year into the future. Anything up here? And shit's got real fucked. And our friends are dying. There's no gentle way to put that. Cassandra and the Iron Bull both have red lyrium growing inside them. And it's killing them. It's killing them. And I'm just...
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste.
Right. Let's go fight everything in there.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs!
Okay.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Anybody mind if I take some souvenirs? Maybe just a couple of those pronged helmets.
All yours, buddy. Now... So far, what we've seen here has been nothing short of horrifying. But we also learned a couple of interesting points. Firstly, that in our, quote, disappearance, our death at Alexius's hands, supposedly, when he sent us into the future, oh, when he sent us into the future, Corypheus then murdered Empress Selene. And after he murdered Empress Selene, he took over Thetis with an army of demons. So that's So that's two things in the coming, quote, like, we have to imagine that he still has plans for that, right? Maybe? Oh my god. I hoped I'd find you here.
I was worried I'd have to search the whole castle for you, Alexius.
We kind of did.
There's no longer anywhere to run. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
The end?
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought?
Is that Felix?
Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Give us the amulet.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No.
If it wouldn't get me, like, super DMCA'd by Disney. I would put in that Darth Vader scene from the prequels. No.
Will be my apology.
Oh, come on. Ah, you... acquired a
ones
staff of
that's died, didn't
stasis and the
All
cooldown
those
amulet.
lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
We can still help him.
This Alexius was too far gone. But the Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
Oh, that's not good.
The Elder.
Was wondering when he'd show. We'll head out front. Keep them off your tail.
I won't let you die.
No, I won't let you commit suicide.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows.
God, what a badass line.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
Greater terrors, that's it? Oh God.
Move, and we all die!
That's fine. See?
You'll have to do better than that.
That's all?
That the best you've got?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Something, something, no father should have to bury his son, something, something.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona. Queen Anora. When I granted your mage's sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave Ferelden at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
I mean, I still need mages.
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
You're our allies.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
Oh,
Whether
God.
you accept the Inquisition's alliance or not, you will leave my kingdom.
That
We
sucks.
It would be madness not to.
I can get it back. I can fix
I
it.
will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this choice.
I'd better not.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Consider this their probation.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost did they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it.
Thank you.
The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. Here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I saw what's at stake.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
There goes my nap.
And I'd hope to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
Okay, you want to stay?
Must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen, what this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
Or we could tell him not to, after all that. I'm glad you're staying.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Okay. In your heart shall burn. Yes, yes, we're not doing that right now. We've got so much to do. So much to do. Okay. So. What we're going to do is have some conversations.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, It raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Revas, you don't actually know how the Chantry's been. You don't pay attention. Not a lot of attention. The Chantry's incompetent.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
You make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk?
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
That's an ambitious notion.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't know.
I don't know if a miracle from Andraste saved me any more than they do.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
We don't actually have any special shipments, I don't believe. Anything? No, we were in here already. Okay.
You built for them the Golden City, the If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Keep them hidden.
Train our people, but keep it a secret. Let the mages think they're not being watched.
I like the way you think, darling. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
Do you pose a risk?
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear. Every mage who joins the cause is taking a calculated risk, whether they know it or not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Dalish don't have Templars.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
They're sent to other clans.
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option.
Tell me something.
Yeah?
As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Mages should be free, but as Josephine said, we also kind of need the Chantry, if only as a source of, how you say, commonality? Is that what the word she used was? So, let's put mages in the Chantry.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea.
Also, it's
Such
what that
twists and
Vivian wanted
turns
to
your
hear.
mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear. Yes?
Is there anything no, never mind. Okay. So...
I don't understand. I thought the Chant of Light bound us all together.
The Chant of Light is beautiful, sister, but it's just words. People need more than that right now. They need action. Look at Mother Giselle. You could do worse than follow her example.
Mages. Lovely.
They should have this breach sealed soon enough.
I suppose their gold spent as well as anyone else's.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment.
Damn.
I am, however, glad that he is with us. Even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
I watched you die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble.
It was still a sacrifice. And still noble.
And I would do it again.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Great. Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright. Let's talk to Varric and then Solus and... yeah.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad.
Yeah.
Finding more of it really punches a hole in my Red Lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for Red Lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to Disneyland! Catch my breath?
I was planning to put my feet up. Maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Magic exists to serve man and never to...
So, Dorian is... You'll notice that there's another head over here. Dorian is over here. I'm not going to talk to him in this episode, mostly because I'm on a bit of a time crunch.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? trick of the Fade.
What would be the point?
You think Alexius made an illusion of his own life going down in flames?
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
See, I technically didn't see him there, but I'm a lie.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Fair enough. But, yeah, that's Dorian over there. We'll talk to him at the beginning of next episode.
And how much did you need?
10 seconds.
Should put your eye out.
If you only have 6, why did you ask?
Well, that's mages all over.
Never
So
thought
many
the
rogues.
Inquisition
I bet all
would
of
be
Ferelden
able
lost
to
their
beat
curse to
its
me.
ranks.
I'll just be the other side of Haven. Just in case.
You don't like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. I mean, you know some that are alright. My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Any opinions about our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
Blackwall?
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
Dorian?
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
What about the Iron Bull?
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
Huh. He makes me wonder about things.
Yeah, me too.
What do women look like?
That's good for now.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Alright. I'm just gonna sell all that.
Tell Mother Giselle, I run a business, not a charity.
Hey.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Give the mages a chance.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
That's all.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Uh-oh.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with
Lower
it.
the camera. Okay.
It never ends, evidently.
That's the truth.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I did my best.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I?
A little bit.
I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
I am pretty clever. No. You got us here.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the gentry.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
Alright. Hi, Krem.
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
The Templars have holed up in Thurinfar Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
Yeah. Bye.
We'll talk later.
Hey, Bull.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
I'll protect you.
If you're worried about magic, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade can't.
I don't know. It has blood grooves.
Blood grooves?
Technically, it's the fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Yeah, same. Like, that thing looks like in, quote, real life, it would give me such a migraine. Hello.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage.
Oh.
You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so I have a little more time. No, maybe not.
I'm glad there are big, strong men around in case anything happens here in Haven.
Now, don't you worry about that sort of thing, girl.
Buddy, she was... Oof, okay. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. Let's just... There we go. And we don't have time to talk to Dorian. But that is where I am going to end the episode. Ending it a little early because I do have...
And you've heard nothing of this in any of your investigations?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
No, it's taken all of us by surprise. We must. I don't know. He compromised the rebel mages and is likely responsible for the disappearance of the Templars.
And we know nothing about him.
We will soon enough.
But I am going to end the episode in front of Dorian because at the time of recording, I do...
Charter, if you're free later, would you like to have a drink at the tavern?
Are you courting a knife here, Scalpelane?
No, I don't know. I used to drink with the soldiers. I can't talk with them anymore, not really.
You've seen enough pieces to have some idea of the size of the game we're playing.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You understand. This elder one, there's no one I can talk to.
I'll be in the tavern this evening. Perhaps you could buy me a drink. Make sure you take a bath first.
Oh. But, yes, as I was saying, at the time of recording, I do have a previous engagement in 15 minutes. So, you can understand where I'm like, I don't have time to start a whole ass conversation that actually, whoops, try this. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna stop it here, even though it's a little short for a usual episode. And next time, we will talk to Dorian, and then see where we go from there. However, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.